No one wakes up in the morning and says, you know that amount we saved up to do something special? I'm going to spend it on cleaning. No one does that. What happens to me, because I work with so many customers that are growing, I get to see behind the scenes of a lot of things that you just may not know about. So I sat down with the different clients that I work with and speak to, and I tried to find what's the common denominator between customers and businesses that attract so many clients that they're growing so quickly that they don't know what to do with them. I sat with them and each one, and it was actually so crystal clear. Here are the 3 things that make businesses stand out, that their marketing comes to them, their clients come to them, and they don't need to go looking, and they're growing so quickly. Here's what it is. The first one is they solve a real problem. So we started out with the cleaning. Cleaning is a huge problem for people. You might wake up in the morning and say, I really need help with cleaning, or I have such a busy day, I have guests today. Who's going to clean my house? So a company that offers good cleaning services, that's a real problem that's really being solved. That's a real problem that really needs solving. That's a really good example. The first thing that a successful business does is that it solves a real problem. Now, we have many businesses that have educated the market and taught them new things, and that's okay, but they have to invest so much in marketing, so much in sales. They're not growing as quickly as the customers that I'm working with, and they're like, Ahuva, I really need to learn how to run this business better because I have new clients coming every day and I can't take care of them. So you solve a real problem. Another example is my client who does international tax consulting and tax reporting. With so many expats and international people living here in Israel, international tax reporting is a real challenge. You have a lot of people that do the international stuff, a lot of people that do the local stuff. My client does both. Do you know what headache that takes off of people? That's a real problem that people have. So if your business is solving a real problem, you're on a good trajectory. Now, very often, people confuse what they do with the problem that they solve. And that's a huge blocker because people don't really care about what you do. They care about what you could do for them. So if you're a therapist, you help people get more in touch with themselves. You help people be aligned with themselves so they could reach their goals. If you're a web developer, you could help their voice go out to the public so people understand what they do. You could help them book appointments better. What is the problem that you solve and not what do you do? But understanding what's the problem that you solve is going to help you market and reach more customers so much more easily and help you help them so much better. The second thing that a business that shines and rises to the top does is that it solves that problem really well. We all know the time that we went to a specialist and we waited for that appointment and we got the doctor and they were not able to help us because they weren't actually so good. So we knew that this is a specialist that addressed our specific problem. It might have been as simple as a dentist, but they couldn't take care of it. They couldn't do it. So someone who addresses a problem and does it really well, that's number 2. They're the experts. They rose to the top. They worked so hard to reach there. They keep on learning. They keep on training. They keep on getting better. So if the tax consultant knows the most about taxes and people come to them because of their expertise, or if this cleaning company, what I know about them is that they don't just send a cleaner. They train their cleaners. They get videos. They're on top of them to make sure that they clean so well. So when I have a problem with cleaning and I call this cleaning company and they leave me a really clean apartment, I'll call them back, I'll refer them onwards, and then marketing will just grow and grow. So you want to reach that top, you want to be that top 1% at what you do, so that your clients refer you onwards. So you're going to solve a real problem, you're going to do it really well. So now, how can you rise to the top? How could you be that top 1%? Because it's not so easy. There's so many people out there doing what you do. Now, let's say you build websites. I say there's millions of companies that build websites. How can you possibly rise to the top, even if you're really good, and I'm sure you are? The key is you don't have to be the best at everything, but you have to find what's that thing that you do really well and focus on that. If you're the best at really giving your customer a voice on their website, if you're the best at doing multi-languages, if you're the best at quick turnaround, then make sure you're the best at it and make your turnaround so quick or make your languages so smooth. or make the voice so crystal clear. You have the best copywriters, the best ones, and you really sit and you invest in it and you become the best at that. That's your key. And number 3 is being passionate about their customers. When I sit with a client, they don't tell me my product is this. And when you come from technology, we speak a lot about products and iterating and making them better. But the ones that succeed are the ones that are in touch with the customer, not the ones that speak about my app, my program, my tool. It's not the ones that speak about my web development tools and my skills and everything that I've learned. Not the ones that speak about my cleaning products or my beautiful office where I do tax returns. No one cares. The customers I sit with are passionate about their customers. They're always telling me, my customers need this, my customers want that, my customers told me this. So my customers, and their customers are a real part of their conversation when they speak about their business because they're passionate and they care so much about their customers. They don't just give customer service. A lot of people could do that and it's important. But they're passionate and they care so deeply about their customers. And you know what happens when they care so deeply about their customers? It takes them back to their problem because they sit with their customers and they listen to them and they try to help them. Now, they might not be able to do everything for them, and that's okay. But that will fine-tune their problem. Oh, my customers really need it done this way. I know because I listened and I spoke to them and I cared. So you go back to the first thing that we said, which is the problem, and you solve the problem better. And then you sit with your customers and you can iterate and get better and better and better at this whole cycle that affects each other and give the best service and have the best company, and the customers are going to flock to you.